I don't know about you, but I feel like I'm 22 years old. Everything will be okay. When Taylor Swift in a t-shirt and black fedora appeared on stage and sang the song 22, all the audience screamed along with her. That seems to be the exact feeling of the evening of Saturday, March 2nd, on the opening night of the Eras Tour in Singapore. No matter how old you are, when you come here you will feel like you are only 22 years old. And then who are we? By an unexpected stroke of luck, I got 2 tickets to witness a historic pop music event that Taylor Swift is creating. These days, young people from all over Southeast Asia flock to Singapore, the country where Taylor's mother lived as a child and, according to her, every time she comes here, her mother often takes her past her childhood home. Wherever we go in the airport, on the street, in cafes, hotels, or on the train, we see shimmering girls with flowing purple dresses or sparkling sequin dresses, their elegant hair with picture clips. Butterflies, glittery eyes like little Taylor Swift. Even female Muslim fans donned headscarves and jackets glittering with pomegranate dew. People joke that the organizers' secret fear is that the large Swifties community, nickname for the female singers fan association, will create a literal earthquake on the Lion Island. To many people, including me, Taylor Swift is more than just a celebrity. She is childhood, adolescence, a reflection of the process of growing up. Therefore, the Eras Tour concert goes through 10 album eras associated with 10 career chapters, from the beginning as a lovesick Juliet to becoming an empire in popular music, like a walk through the epic. Concept. When each song in the ecstatic catalog of more than 40 songs comes on, we want to wonder where we first heard this song and who we were then. There was a moment when it seemed like the whole stadium burst into tears. That was when Taylor sang Love Story, a song from the Fearless era and also one of the first songs that made us remember her forever. The first time I met you, we were both in our teens. I closed my eyes and started to reminisce. At that time I was standing on a summer balcony. Those born in the early 1990s remember that feeling, the feeling when they first heard Taylor Swift, and at that time we were both very young. It's an indescribable feeling of liberation. For nearly 3.5 hours of non-stop singing, Taylor Swift continuously transformed, sometimes as a city girl of the 1989 era, sometimes as the cruel queen of the Reputation era, sometimes as the purple princess of Enchanted, sometimes as a tourist woman in the middle of the forest at night in Folklore. The amazing thing is that you don't have to admire Taylor Swift all the time, as Taylor told the audience that night that she treasures both her old friends who have followed her for 15 years and her new friends. As soon as I encountered her music, my companion immediately turned and said, "We've been listening to your music since the beginning, but there was a time when we were anti-fans." We both giggled. Although those who have seen the concert film Eras Tour may have known the show's script in advance, knew when she would hug the acoustic guitar and sing, when she would don her fedora hat. Or when will she jump into the water and swim away, when will she ask, "Do you have 10 minutes for me," then sing All Too Well, when will she sit in front of the wooden house in a white dress like a moonlight fairy. But being there, in that atmosphere, screaming at the top of my voice along to every verse of Taylor's song even though it wasn't easy because the lyrics she wrote were often too complicated to memorize, was still an exhilarating feeling. Indescribable freedom, and we really feel we are emperors and queens, lyrics of Long Live. No matter what Taylor's lyrics were about, in the moment they seemed to talk about the very moment of her presence tonight. For example, when she sang the ending lines of All Too Well, the most profound moment of the show, Sacred Prayer, "I was there, I was there." That's a rare moment, please remember it. It seems that the song is no longer about a past lover, but for the audience here. Endless source of joy. Before going to Singapore to watch the Eras Tour, I had a long chat with writer Nguyen Phan K Mai, who happened to also be a Taylor Swift lover. Both my sister and I agreed that in a time when we saw gloomy things everywhere we looked, war, depression, Taylor was like an endless source of joy. Wherever she goes, she brings her radiant light, brightening the local economy. When I sent Mai a video of the song 22 that I filmed on the night of the Eras Tour to show her, I thought about that entire evening, an evening that perhaps Taylor herself had encapsulated in her lyrics. Miss? We are, at the same time, happy, free, confused, and lonely. Tonight we forget all about deadlines.